So here's Donald Trump hammering Joe Biden about the border. And then we'll get to Biden's response because, again, this debate was not about Trump's excellence so much as it was about Joe Biden falling into a hole in the earth and never again appearing. Here is Donald Trump.
There have been many young women murdered by the same people he allows to come across our border. We have a border that's the most dangerous place anywhere in the world, considered the most dangerous place anywhere in the world. And he opened it up, and these killers are coming into our country, and they are raping and killing women. And it's a terrible thing. As far as the abortion is concerned, it is now back with the states. The states are voting. In many cases, it's frankly a very liberal decision. In many cases, it's the opposite. But they're voting, and it's bringing it back to the vote of the people, which is what everybody wanted, including the founders, if they knew about this issue, which, frankly, they didn't.
Look at Biden. Okay, this is the thing. Trump's talking, what he's saying is perfectly fine, perfectly good. Joe Biden is not with. Every split screen was a referendum on Joe Biden. Every single split screen. So Roger Ailes on Fox News, formerly of Fox News, he used to have a way of evaluating how people were doing on the TV. He would turn down the sound. If you turned down the sound on this debate, Joe Biden loses immediately. Immediately. Remember, this is after like 25 years of plastic surgery, and they shot him with uppers, and he had a week arrest. Woo. Okay, so here was Joe Biden's response to Donald Trump talking about the border and abortion. The utter incoherence. He's not there. I can't say to him, he's not there.
Look, there's so many young women who have been, including a young woman who just was murdered, and he went to the funeral. The idea that she was murdered by an immigrant coming in, they talk about that. But here's the deal: there's a lot of young women are being raped by their in-laws, by their spouses, brothers and sisters, it's just ridiculous, and they can do nothing about it. And they try to arrest them when they cross state lines.
Thank you.
What is he jabbering about? What did he just say? What was that? I mean, listen, I'm glad that someone is apparently taking on the scourge of sister on sister. Apparently, it's like Joe Biden's high priority. He's like, don't worry about the illegal immigrants murdering people. Sometimes sisters, other sisters. Sometimes in-laws, other in-laws. And then a border state lines. And, all the mockery that I did of Joe Biden leading up to the debate, there would be points where he just faded off into oblivion. They came true. They happened. I'm not going to say that I'm a prophet or anything. But frankly, I don't think it took the powers of prophecy to foresee the possibility this would happen. All it took was not having your head directly up your ass so far it was coming out your own face again, like the rest of the legacy media who were lying to you this entire time. Okay, here was, again, the signal moments of the debate. The number one moment from in chronological order was the Donald Trump, you beat Medicaid to death. After Joe Biden said that we beat Medicaid. Like, how do you beat, here was the actual signal moments of the debate. Okay, so Biden is talking about immigration, and he just falls apart. He starts speaking Swahili. He starts speaking in tongues. The Spirit comes upon him, and he just starts making sound out of his mouth hole. And Trump just, there are no words. Here we go. This is the moment.
When he was president, he was separating babies from their mothers, putting them in cages, making sure the families were separated. That's not the right way to go. What I've done since I've changed the law, what's happened? I've changed it in a way that now you're in a situation where there are 40% fewer people coming across the border illegally. That's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
Yeah. Accurate. Fact check true. No notes. 10 out of 10. Would ride this ride again. Would stay at this Airbnb. Yes. You laugh so you don't cry because that's the leader of the free world. That's the leader of the free world. That is the occupant of George Washington's office. And Trump's lying there. I don't know. Oh my God. We're all sleep deprived after watching that debate, but my goodness, I don't know what he said at the end of it. Frankly, I don't think he does either. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Folks, Joe Biden is dead. That's what the debate proved last night. It proved that Joe Biden is not with us. And by the way, he's a terrible president, a terrible president. The cost of living is up almost 20% from 2021. Families everywhere are feeling that burden. The legacy media that lie about that, they've been lying about Joe Biden's health. They lie all the time. They are lying also about our economy, which is one reason you need to start saving money today. And that is why I refer you to Pure Talk. You should go check out Pure Talk right now and find a great way to save some money. If you're one of many American families looking to cut down on your monthly bills, you need to start with your cell phone service. I recommend Pure Talk because it's both affordable and reliable. Pure Talk is rapidly becoming the wireless company of choice for conservatives. Plus, it's great for families because the more lines you add, the more you save. Not to mention, Pure Talk is veteran-led. Instead of funding DEI initiatives, they fund basic services for vets who have served their country. 100% of their customer service team is located right here in the United States. If you're looking for ways to save money for your family, I highly recommend switching on over to Pure Talk. Visit puretalk.com/Shapiro to explore their offers. When you make that switch, you'll get an additional 50% off your first month of service. Visit puretalk.com/Shapiro to upgrade your cell phone service to America's most dependable 5G network. Save yourself an extra 50% off your very first month of coverage. That's puretalk.com/Shapiro today. Joe Biden was asked by the moderators about his age at the debate, and it was a giant fail. Not only was it a giant fail, it then turned into a dueling conversation about the respective candidates' golf games, which only served to prove that Scotty Scheffler should actually be president of the United States. But I will admit this was highly amusing stuff. So Biden tries to answer the question. He can't. He starts garbling his message, babbling about golf, and then Trump comes right back at him because Trump likes golf. He owns golf courses, and it goes downhill from there. Pretty great.
I spent half my career being criticized being the youngest person in politics. I was the second youngest person ever elected to the United States Senate, and now I'm the oldest. This guy's 3 years younger and a lot less competent.
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one. Like go through the first 5 questions. He couldn't do it.
Grinning weirdly.
But I took 2 cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year. And, you know, we knock on wood wherever we may have wood, that I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards.
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's what you're. Anyway, just take a look at what he says he is, and take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. By the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
That's the biggest lie that he's a 6 handicap of all.
I was 8 handicap.
Yeah.
8.
Never.
But I have,
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Okay, let's
not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to turn.
Let's not act like children.
Trump chiding Biden, let's not act like children, is amazing. That's amazing. He's always like, oh, you're 6'5" and 225 pounds. And I used to have an 8. By the way, ain't no way that dude has an 8 handicap or a 6 handicap, okay? Like, not even close. So when Trump, I love that that's the thing that pisses Trump off the most. He's like, okay, you've wrecked the country, you've opened the border, you've destroyed us on foreign policy, you've wrecked the economy, but you so you're going to sit here and tell me that you got a 6 handicap with a swing looks like it came off my dead grandmother? You got to be kidding me. It's so good. It's so good. And it's so bad for Biden. I mean, that's really what this is. Just terrible all the way around. Trump makes another good point. He says, listen, I wish you were a great president. If you were a great president, I'd be enjoying my life right now rather than being under prosecution.
I wish he was a great president because I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be at one of my many places enjoying myself. I wouldn't be under indictment because I wouldn't have been his political opponent because he indicted me because I was his opponent. I wish he was a great president. I would rather have that. I wouldn't be here. I don't mind being here. But the only reason I'm here is he's so bad as a president that I'm going to make America great again. We're going to make America great again. We're a failing nation right now. We're a seriously failing nation. And we're a failing nation because of him. His policies are so bad. His military policies are insane. They're insane. These are wars that will never end with him. He will drive us into World War III, and we're closer to World War III than anybody can imagine. We are very, very close to World War III, and he's driving us there. And Kim Jong-un and President Xi of China, Kim Jong-un of North Korea, all of these, Putin, they don't respect him. They don't fear him. They have nothing going with this gentleman.
Okay, he's right about that. Are you tired of the lies and the twist of the mainstream media talking points? Yeah, me too. Join me in my newest series, Fact, where I dismantle and bring truth to this tiring mainstream agenda.